You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
I'm Scott.
I'm Simeon.
It's great to see you all here today. We're actually going to be delivering something very useful to you. We're going to give you a list of great games that are underappreciated that you can go this week and fill your catalog up with.
Yes, absolutely. These ones are ones that you might have heard of, but just do deserve attention that they're not getting.
Yeah, they're not talked about.
They're not highly regarded.
They're not played often.
No, but you might have heard of them before. These aren't best obscure games, but simply underappreciated.
Yeah, the games that deserve more credit.
Indeed.
Let's give them some credit. Let's start with number 10.
Super Mario Galaxy. Now, a lot of people do appreciate this game, but when people talk about Mario Galaxy nowadays, they just want to talk about Super Mario Galaxy 2.
So it's not that people said it was a bad game?
No.
It just got a shadow put over it, perhaps?
Yeah, and honestly, I think undeservedly so.
Okay.
I think, honestly, you may feel differently, but in comparison, I actually like the original better.
Wow, why?
One of the main reasons why is Super Mario Galaxy is one of the 3 Mario games in which I actually cared about the story. Most Mario games is princess is in the castle, go save the princess, or let's drive our carts around, or let's kick a soccer ball around, or let's play a board game.
Yeah.
This one actually, like, you know, it's still the go save the princess, but actually there was this great comet observatory and these wonderful Luma creatures. What's the story behind the Luma creatures? What's the story behind this weird mystical princess?
Yeah. And why is half her face covered?
Yeah. Well, she's emo.
Or goth, as the Pokemon creators call her.
Gotharita.
All right.
So I actually cared about the story, and the hub was better, and I just think that it deserves a little bit more attention.
Yeah, okay. So that's fair. I'd love to hear about number 9 from you.
Number 9 is Okami. Now, this one's a little bit lower on the list, not because it doesn't deserve more attention, but because it's actually starting to get a little bit more attention.
That's good.
It was released on 3 different consoles. It was released originally on the PlayStation 2, re-released and kind of configured on the Wii, and then re-released in HD on the PS3. And still, sales are terrible.
Yeah.
What in the world is wrong with you people? This game is fantastic. There's some elements that I don't exactly like. I think they're a little bit more, I don't know, adult in theme.
Okay.
I would be careful on recommending this to anybody, honestly, under the age of 17. That may sound a little conservative, but if you're over the age of 17, if you think you can handle it, it is fantastic. It has some great story, great controls. Well, actually, semi-decent controls, but fun battle mechanic, excellent visuals, excellent music. Go love on this game because it is undersold.
You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with your recommendation, because when you're on a platform and addressing children and stuff, this better be safe than sorry.
Yes.
All right, so number 8 is Super Spike Volleyball.
Yes.
I remember many times when I would travel to your house and I'd be like, let's play something that we know we love, like Smash Bros or something. And you'd always try to get me to play these weird games and stuff. Super Spike Volleyball is not a game that many people would pick up when they're selecting an NES game. Reasons being, it's a sports game. It's old, it's generic looking and stuff. But honestly, some of the most fun I've ever had on an NES, and that's why we made an entire Two Button Crew episode about that. So you can check that out. It's the best sports game.
It is. It honestly is one of the very best sports games. It's simple to pick up, and if you have the equipment, it's 4-player. People forget about that. It's a 4-player game.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so go and play 4-player Super Spike Volleyball. All right, number 7 is Mega Man's 9 and 10. And I kind of lump these together because you kind of think of them as a pair.
Yeah, they're the same idea.
And people don't talk about Mega Man a lot. If they talk about Mega Man, they talk about the stuff that's been canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people forget that we actually got 2 really good games on these last generation consoles that honestly I think are some of the better games in the Mega Man repertoire. People talk about Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3. I honestly think both of these games beat Mega Man 2. Not Mega Man 3 quite, but...
Well, I like how they put some of gaming's new conventions into it, like achievements and stuff. I think that greatly increases the replay value and just the amount of things that you can do and unlock. So I liked it a lot.
So, once again, these aren't games that people are ragging on and are thinking are terrible, but they're kind of forgotten for older games, which is kind of weird. They say, Mega Man 2 was the best, or Mega Man 3 was the best. But Mega Man 9 and 10 actually, I think, rose above even the level of Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we've got number 6, Nintendo Land.
Yes.
I think it actually sold badly because the Wii U sold badly. I don't think it was a bad concept at all. I think people have wanted Nintendo's franchises to come together in some way for a long time. We've asked for Nintendo Kart. I mean, we have Smash Bros, and that's great. But a creative way to do kind of mini games with all of Nintendo's franchises, that was a great idea.
I think when people think of Nintendo Land, I think the first thing that comes to their mind, honestly, is the E3 reveal and how disappointing the E3 reveal was.
That was horrible.
When it was terrible, the E3 conference was very bad. It was the last one they had. And people think of that when they think of Nintendo Land, but they don't think of all of the fun it is.
That was bad. Reggie was like, all right, folks, we have one more thing. And then a hush fell across the crowd, and people thought, maybe this is the big announcement. And then he's like,
a fireworks show!
We want to show you more of Nintendo Land. And then they're in the E3 room. There was confetti in the ceiling that was not properly released. So it was
oh my goodness.
A few little flakes came out. That's sad. All right, number 5 is Wii Party and Wii Party U.
Yes.
I think these, when you ask about the Wii series, people are like, oh yeah, Wii Sports, Wii Play. Wii Play is one of the best-selling video games of all time. Not so with Wii Party.
No.
And Nintendo actually really innovated with these games. There's some extremely clever stuff that you can do. And it was a blast. We brought this game out when I was living in an apartment with 3 other guys, and that was some of the most fun party games we played. For example, because I had 4 Wii remotes, we could hide those throughout the house. One person would hide it, and then the other 3 would come back in and have to search for the Wii remotes anywhere in the house by a very quiet sound that was emitting from the speaker in the Wii remote. So
that's so cool. And this is more than just Mario Party.
I really honestly never even touched the Mario Party modes, like the board game modes. There's lots of just fun house games. So
yeah, it takes the fun from just sitting in front of the screen and pressing buttons to actually using the console in real life.
So try those out.
Very cool. Number 4 is Excite Truck and Excitebots. These games were both fantastic.
Yeah.
And just like many of the other games here, people don't talk about them anymore.
Yeah. Excite Truck was a launch game for Wii, and I was so borderline on buying it, but I was really glad that I did.
I am glad you did too.
High speed, flying fun. I'd play it right now if I could. And then Excitebots was an amazing sequel. There was just a lot more party elements involved. You could get these short mini games in the middle of the race where you would have to aim your car up with a clown in the sky and throw a pie at his face. It was completely random. Next to WarioWare or something, it was the next random humorous game that Nintendo's made. And being completely honest, I think Excitebots reminded me how fun a game can be, how fun video gaming can be with a friend.
I agree. One of the main things that I remember when I think of Excite Truck is not only the difficulty, because like if you were trying to get the highest score, it was so difficult. But I would have to say that the last level in Excite Truck has one of the best tracks in any video game ever.
Soundtracks.
Yes.
When you say track.
Yeah, no, not just the racetrack. I meant the music.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Go check it out.
Yeah. You can probably get it for like $5.
Probably.
So do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor. We're starting to get more personal here. The top 3, you can probably already pick out 2 of the top 3 from listening to us. It's not Power Rangers, even though that should have been on this list. Number 3 is Tatsunoko versus Capcom, a game that both of us really, really enjoy playing with each other. And why?
Well, because it was the best fighting game that you could get on Wii.
It is.
And I mean, it had its own fight stick, but the classic controller also worked very well.
Perfect.
It had a really good cast, very tight mechanics and everything. All the super moves were completely over the top. The game was just amped up to a level that no fighting game has ever really been. Like, if I walk up to you and jab you with Ryu, you get like 1 billion damage or something.
Yes. Yeah, literally 1 billion. Now, a lot of people, the reason this is on here, this is so wrong because, first of all, we weren't even supposed to get this game in the West. Like, they had it in Japan, and enough people complained that they're like, we'll give it a US release. And then a couple months later, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 comes out. And so just because it's on the Wii, it's basically forgotten. But honestly, with the exception of a few characters, I think this is one of the most balanced fighting games out there.
Yeah.
Tag team action, so over the top. The best fighting game pretty much on a Nintendo console besides maybe some of the Smash Brothers games. So,
well done,
TDC. Well done, Capcom, for once.
And number 2.
I know we want to talk about number 1. Both of us do.
We've talked about Metroid Other M a lot, so that's number 2.
Yes.
And you can see our episode on that.
Please do. And we are also going to dedicate an episode to our number 1 pick, which is, of course, Star Fox Assault.
Is this just going to be one of those things where we always say we will?
No, we are going to. I think what we got to do is not only do an episode on it, but once we get the equipment, we'll buy some recording equipment, and we will play this and show this for all of you guys to watch.
Fun. Can't wait.
It was an absolute blast. Go buy these games if you can find them. Like we said, they're underappreciated, so they're probably really cheap.
We put a lot of hours into Star Fox Assault.
We did.
It had a solid multiplayer. And
absolutely solid.
I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. My fun was diminished a little bit by my friends complaining about how good I was.
Yes.
I'd always kill them and stuff.
I didn't like the R-Wings. You were so good with the R-Wings that it became unfair if you had R-Wings. But if it was just jetpacks, then...
It had a lot of customizable modes. You could turn on and off anything. You could have Landmaster's R-Wings on foot. You could change your loadouts and stuff. It was a very comprehensive multiplayer shooter game, and Nintendo did good on it.
Yeah.
So,
and people hate on it.
There you go, top 10 most underappreciated games. There's got to be at least a few on here that you haven't played. So let us know if you plan on picking one of them up.
Absolutely, and don't forget to share. If you liked what you saw, we appreciate it very, very much.
Thanks for being part of the crew.
Signing off.